what's up guys, DigitalNex here, and today we're going to be cooking something for your Christmas dinner. So let me go ahead and list the ingredients. We have chicken ramen, 1 pack of Doritos, some fresh water, and Kirkland's signature cheese. We're also going to have some Uncle Ben's rice cooking on the side, but we're going to go ahead and mix this all together to make some prison Cheeki. That's right, I said prison Cheeki. That is for your Christmas dinner, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, you guys! That was really sudden. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start with this prison Cheeki. We're gonna get some water boiling right now because that is gonna take probably the longest, I don't know. So let's go ahead and fill my little teapot all the way up. To fill the part of a prisoner, I had to get into character, which is why I went after my favorite prisoner, you know, Takeshi 69. Look at this wonderful permanent ink job I got done. Now thinking about it, I could have just used the sink. Huh. Alright, that's good enough. The rest is for me.
Stay hydrated.
That's what I get for being a thirsty. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Get off! 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 And he stays on. He stays on. He stays on. Thank you. So we're gonna try to do everything like they did in prison. You know, from what I can tell, they have boiling water. Paul, do they have boiling water in prison? Yes, they have access to it, right?
Matches, yeah.
So they can have boiling water. That's why we chose Top Ramen, because they have ramen in prison. They got chips in prison. They also have cheese and rice. They got all the shitty necessities, you know.
And where can they purchase this in prison? Commissary.
Commissary?
You gotta tell the fam.
Yeah, commissary. That's gross. Crush the ramen. We don't want it all together, alright? So we're gonna do it how they do it in prison, you know? Now you gotta go up and you gotta intimidate the ramen. What's up, fool? What's up? I heard you were talking smack, huh? Okay. Alright, I think it's crushed. I think it's good now. Do you see how hard I'm hitting this ramen? Not as hard as I hit my wife. It's time for the chips. Dump them in here. There you go. Now the reason we did that is because we're gonna use the bag to boil our soup in. Because you know, they don't got pots and pans over there freely to use. So we're gonna go ahead and boil our soup in this. Alright, so let's take our ramen. We're just gonna go ahead and dump it in our bag. Now that our ramen's in there, I don't know if you can see that. You're aiming at me. Now that our ramen's nicely packed in there, we're gonna do the smart way of, we gotta crush these chips, and I don't want no good old Dorito fingers. So we're gonna do what the prisoners came up with and use the ramen bag as a glove to crush the Doritos. But as you can clearly see, my hand doesn't fit in the ramen bag, so we're gonna try our best. That's right, we're gonna crush these Doritos. You know, I think I might have solved one of life's greatest mysteries. I think I know why dogs' feet smell like chips. Go ahead and take a nice little handful of cheese. This cheesy goodness. One more handful of cheese. Bam. Mmm. Now we're heading into Flavortown. Oh boy. You know what? You can't let these go to waste. You know, everything gets put to use. You can't be wasteful in a prison. Look at all that sauce. It's not even sauce, it's powder. Look at all that powder. but sometimes you get lost in the sauce. Oh, it's times like these when you gotta reflect while you're in prison. You gotta reflect on what you did and why you shouldn't do it again. But since we're not in prison and I have access to pretty much anything, and we're waiting for our soup to cook, let's celebrate a break the way I like to celebrate. Now that our soup is mainly set, we're gonna go ahead and mix it a little bit. Mom, come here real quick. That's right. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my parents on. I'll start off with my mom and show her this wonderful creation I've made. Can you hear it though? Listen to it. Just listen. No, I'm not gonna hit you. Just listen to it. That's what good sounds like. We've added some rice now to kind of soak everything up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and plate it now. So you're probably wondering why I put 2 plates. Well, that's because I'm not gonna be the only one eating it, and no, Viridiana isn't gonna eat it either. She's sitting this one out. I'm actually gonna have my stepdad and my mom eat this with me. Doesn't that just look delicious? Let me get the rest for them. There you go. Get out, bitch. This isn't done. You're probably asking yourself, Digital, what about the Doritos? Okay? That's what they're called in Mexico. Are they?
They're just called Doritos.
Oh, okay. Okay. This is our garnish. This is what goes on top. So we're gonna grab a nice handful of crushed Doritos and we're just gonna layer that on top. Look at that. I'm gonna need some prison juice or toilet wine, as they like to call it. So let me grab a cup of that real quick. Now that I just got done scooping out my toilet wine, tastes like regret, of course. We're gonna go ahead and try the first bite. You know we don't fake anything on this channel. We 100% and no matter how much we don't want to. Well, f me sideways if that isn't half bad. Would I eat this every day? Probably not. I don't feel like ending up in a wheelchair because of the diabetes, you know? Look at my mom. That's a 8 out of 10 on the probably would never do it again scale. So now that I've tasted, let's go ahead and bring my parents up so they can try it too. You can come stand right next to me. I'm not gonna hit you again. Maybe. This is my mom, and that's about it. This is my stepdad. No, he doesn't have cancer. This is how he looks.
Show the shoes, Paul.
You want to see his shoes? Those are his shoes. White people. Mom, I'll let you go ahead and spread the Doritos on your plate. Since you're a cop, have you ever seen anyone make this?
Various versions.
What does various versions include?
You make it with what you got. Well, you see, I never paid for my chips in prison, okay?
$3. No, now people are gonna think you went to prison. He's never been to prison. He's a cop. Anyway.
Look at his hat.
Oh my god. They used to call him Rose because his ass was so sweet. Bone apple teeth. Go ahead and we'll let him get the first try.
Are you hungry?
Oh my god, Paul.
Oh.
Paul.
I did 3 enlistments in the military. Back in the field, this was gourmet.
Alright, you gotta save some for my mom.
Get your own.
You gotta get a good bite.
It's like Fear Factor.
What'd you think?
Nasty.
If you were in prison, you wouldn't eat this?
I
Why?
starve.
You wouldn't.
That's nasty.
It just tastes like ramen with Doritos munched on top. You ever have those chips called Munchies? It's basically a soup version of. It's like a ramen noodle version of Munchies.
That just sounds terrible. Just terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's some shit, man.
On a scale of 1 to 5, I give it like at least a 3. Like I would eat this if I was like stranded and I had to make something. I would eat this.
I'd give it a 3.5. Should have put in the Tabasco, the hot sauce, the hot pickle.
Alright, you guys, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. That was me making some prison Cheeki, as it's called, or prison cheech, as some people like to call it. Let me know what you thought about today's video. If you'd like to see more, let me know in the comment section below, and also let me know what you think I probably would go to prison for. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.